Caitlin Clark, obviously. Nike have screwed Caitlin Clark. Nike have screwed Caitlin Clark, and this is the first topic I want to talk about live on stream. But Nike have absolutely screwed Caitlin Clark. You have got a former 15-year Nike marketing employee, Jordan Rogers, talking about this. And let's take a listen to what he is talking about with Nike and Caitlin Clark.
Let's you and me talk about Caitlin Clark, since you refuse to talk about Caitlin Clark. I care deeply about you. I spent over a decade in your marketing organization. I spent several years trying to get into your organization, and it's been 3 years since I left your company. I'm just here as a friend. I care about you. I want to show you two different charts here. One, your stock price since 2020.
Which is crazy, again, looking at the stock price of Nike since 2021. It is kind of crazy. It's tanking almost as much as the US dollar at this stage.
It is down nearly 60%. Your executives and the people who are making these decisions,
that's tanking a lot more than the dollar. Jesus. A lot more than the dollar.
Their stock options are worthless. Meanwhile, you have the single biggest needle mover in all of American sports since Michael Jordan, and you have somehow convinced yourself that you need to slow play this. Let me show you Google Trends search traffic for 4 female basketball players. There is one who only rivals Caitlin Clark, and that is Angel Reese.
And by the way, the only times when Angel Reese rivals Caitlin Clark is when there's some controversy. That is a fact. The only time that she rivals Angel Reese is when there's some controversy. And by the way, you might be saying, oh, Nike didn't... when it comes to Nike didn't give anyone these logos in the first year. But it's like, Paige Bueckers already has her logo. Paige Bueckers already has her merch. Paige Bueckers already has her merch. All of these people already have their merch, not Caitlin Clark.
And you do not have her. She is over at Reebok. I am so confused as to how you would be so invested in the WNBA for several years, and you have been doing great work to try to elevate and uplift that league and many of the athletes there. But this seems like you have convinced yourself that this needs to be an either-or conversation. And we never have an either-or conversation in the men's sports. You have like 10 signature athletes.
Oh, it seems to be, it's either or. It genuinely seems like they just don't want, as soon as it was announced that Caitlin Clark got the shoe deal. By the way, who the hell leaked how much Caitlin Clark was getting paid in the shoe deal? Like, we can never forget, we don't know what anyone else is getting paid. We don't know what anyone else is getting paid, but we know what Caitlin Clark got paid. Who leaked that? Who leaked that?
Half of them don't deserve a signature shoe. And we figure out a way to market them. LeBron James showed up as the chosen one, and you have the chosen one. He got all of the marketing, and yet you still were able to figure out how to market Kobe as well. I realize tomorrow we are going to get a Kobe Protro, apparently. I haven't heard much about it.
It's not coming out in Europe, that Kobe Protro. I've looked at Nike sneakers. It's not coming out in Europe. And, again, if it doesn't have the name Caitlin Clark on it, she's not getting money for that.
It's going to be $190. Very few people will be able to get it, and that will be about a year after you have signed her and after she won Rookie of the Year. This is so confusing to me. I am so perplexed. I wrote 2,000 words on it in my newsletter this week. Read it, but I didn't even send one last week because I've been sitting in a room like Beautiful Mind trying to figure out all of the stupid reasons why you might be sitting on your hand. Wemby got his Alien campaign less than a year after he had been signed, and he got
the Alien campaign, I'm pretty sure, during his freaking first season. During his first season.
Got a player edition shoe. I guess that you're doing that with Caitlin, but I'm so confused as to why you wouldn't be doing bigger campaigns with her. You finally put her in a Super Bowl campaign with...
Never forget about the Super Bowl campaign. Never forget the ad. There were 9 people on the t-shirt. They mentioned 8 of them and didn't mention Caitlin Clark, and then had to re-release the ad where they had a still image where they paused the video and had the person monotone just go, Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark. They put in a still image. It was an entire moving commercial, and they put in a still image. When they zoomed past Caitlin Clark's, they paused the video and had them voice over it because people got angry about it.
9 other women, and all respect to them, but none of them are moving the needle quite like she is. Your tagline in that was, you can't win, so win. One of the best explanations I can come up with is that you are wringing your hands and afraid to enter into this politically divisive conversation that has been co-opted by the media and pundits who are race baiting and doing all kinds of ridiculous things around women's basketball. You can't win, so win. You have the unicorn, the chosen one, the one who everyone wants to hear from, and you were just sitting around Gatorade, State Farm, Gainbridge, Wilson Basketball, have all figured out how to have a point of view with Caitlin Clark. Please, for the love of God, figure something out.
And that's the funniest thing about all of this, is that you can never win with the WNBA fans. You realize you can never win with WNBA fans. You can never win. Like, you can't even, you think about the least problematic players in the entire WNBA, and probably Fee Collier is probably the least problematic. But they hate Fee Collier because she won a depoy over Angel Wilson. Like, you can't win. If you're in the WNBA sphere working with WNBA players, in terms of just the toxicity around it, you can't win. That's the reality of it. You can't win. So why not make as much money as possible? You can't win anyway. No matter what they do. The only way Nike could win, and I'm not joking when I say this, the only way Nike could win, could quote unquote win, or not lose in some way, and if you get rid of Caitlin Clark, people are going to go crazy as well. You can't get rid of Caitlin. Like, you can't get rid of Caitlin. You can't really do anything. I don't know what you can do. I really don't know what they can do, because let's be real. Sabrina Ionescu was getting the same hate. Sabrina got the same hate when she got her signature shoe. But they didn't care. They didn't care about the hate. They got her the signature shoe. And it's worked out well for them. It's clearly worked out well for them. And now you've got Caitlin Clark, who at this stage, Paige Bueckers has her own line of t-shirts. She has her own line. Sabrina, Aja, fair enough. They have their own thing. But I'll always say this when it comes to the Nike thing. Like, I'm sorry. Apparently, according to this is when you're when you know you can't win in WNBA circles. Do you guys not remember the podcast that said the logo looked dumb? That said the logo looked dumb, and then Aja Wilson killed them for it because they talked about the bottle opener. Like, let's be honest. Whatever your opinion of Aja Wilson is, this looks like a bottle opener. And there are cool logos in. I don't like Stewie's logo, WNBA. Sabrina's logo is fantastic. And I have to say, what's her name's logo is fantastic. Angel Reese's logo is absolutely fantastic. As a man who grew up in the 2000s, the Angel Reese logo is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, it's a weird one. It is a really, really weird one with when it comes to Caitlin Clark and Nike. I have absolutely no idea. No idea what they're doing. And whatever they are doing is just not working. It's just not working out at all. Whatever they're doing, it's just, I'm not going to say it's been a disaster, but it's not far off being a disaster.